This is probably going to be one of the most important things you ever see that has to do with trading and figuring out what's going on a long-term basis. This is a daily chart, so I'm using daily candles, right? I'll turn on the canvas real quick so you can see that. And this is NQ 1 day, all right? And I don't like those behind there, so I'm going to get rid of them. What you're seeing here, this is a 12-month or 1 year zone that's generated by our formula. And this is the yearly zone here. And it starts right here, again, January. And this goes back as far as, well, if that you have data, right? And I'm going to show you, a lot of people are saying that there's manipulation going on in the market and this and that, and they need to be investigated. And it's not. This was what price was going to outdo anyways. This right here is an end cap. This is the end of 2025's year right here and the beginning of the new value zone on this value chart. If I turn off candles, you'll see right here where it started a new one, okay? And this is called an end cap. This is where there's unfinished business in the market. We came right to it, rejected it, and pushed up. This isn't something that's auto-plotted on your chart based on our formula. That's why we're seeking patents for this stuff, okay? This is the real deal. This is not a joke. Here you go. Now, the cool thing about this is you can use this to actually find when the best time to enter into a buy hold for the whole year on any asset, really. But the indices, it works really well for because they like to push, right? Very rare that they actually get into a bearish market throughout the whole year. That happened right here in 22, but we could get into this trade. And I'm going to show you how we do that. So like I said, this was the annual zone here, okay? Now this one right here is going to be the monthly zone. I'm just going to put it on there real quick for you. And I'm going to turn off the candles. So this zone right here, we can change the color so that we can see it better, right? So every one of these is going to be a monthly value, okay? And this is the value for the month. I don't have the end caps turned on for the monthly one. We don't need it for this. Now, how do we get into these annual buy and holds? And this works the same way for lower time frames. It's the same concept. We just changed time frames. But for our long-term holds, what do? Well, we show our 50% line for the monthly, and then we look at our annual zone. Now we can turn on the midline on the annual zone as well, and we can receive alerts when this happens. Now, what we're looking for, I'll show you just this one right here is picture perfect. Okay. I don't want to pick out the best things, but I want you to see like picture perfect, what's it supposed to look like. So right here, oh, what happened? There we go. Right here, we have the start of January 2023. Okay. So the annual and the monthly are working together, and you're not going to know until February minimum what's going on. Okay. So we are getting a break. Trading view is not filling zones. We get a break right here. Let's actually, there we go. We get a break from the monthly, from the annual to the upside. All right. This can be an alert that's set. You don't have to stare at the chart all year to see when this happens. You get an alert on your phone, whatever, email, text, that the monthly has broken away from the annual. Cool. That's the first signal. The next thing you're looking for is a pullback into the annual zone, which is this gray one right here. And you can change it to whatever color you want. We're looking for a pullback into it. And we want it to be supported by the value right here to show us that it's real. And there we go. And then we're looking for either price action breakaway or the zone or the midline itself leaving the annual zone. There it is right there. See that? So we would take this long, right? Wherever the candle is. So here's our high up here, and our stops, our invalidation is below the value zone. And we hold this until December, or that midline closes below the annual zone. That almost stopped out, but it didn't. And then we have functions and ways to add in throughout the year. But this is how you get into a buy and hold throughout the entire year using our patent pending system. It's so clean and easy. It's unreal. Now we're going to wait until December to get out of this trade. And that was right there. So let's look at this. So we would have closed December 29th right here. And you have 3,734 points. I think it's worthy looking into this. We have free demos. Go to our website and schedule one now.